What is going on, guys? Today I'll be reviewing the PRL Cobra Intake for the 10th Gen Civic Si. I will be covering the performance aspect of it, the installation, will it hydrolock, as well as getting y'all some driving clips and my thoughts on it while I'm driving. So stay tuned and let's get into it. As far as performance goes, PRL claims I think 15 wheel horsepower and 12 wheel torque without a tune. Realistically, I don't think you'll see any difference. You definitely won't feel a difference without a tune. With the tune, however, Phearable 1.5, TSP, K-Tuner, any of those, with those tunes, you will notice a huge difference. When I changed the intake and the intercooler on my car, because I did both at the same time, so I can't really say how much was just the intake, it was huge. Now mind you, I was tuned already when I changed this, but when I changed the intake and the intercooler on there, it made a massive difference. It was so much faster. Now I have the street math, I don't have the race math. I don't really think you should get the race math unless you have bigger turbo, which you don't really get a benefit from it. But I don't really think you're going to get a noticeable performance gain without a tune. But the noise you get from it is phenomenal. It makes, as you'll see later in this video when we go for drive, you'll see that it's a very loud intake. Not only do you get a lot of turbo noise, but you also get a lot more engine noise like you would with an NA engine. Like it wakes it up, makes the sound inside feel a little bit sportier. The installation for it is a little bit of a pain, as the bottom portion of the stock gearbox is kind of hard to reach, but since I was doing the intercooler at the same time as the intake, the bumper was already off for me, so it was really easy to get to the bottom bolts. But the bottom portion of the box that's right here, you have to get the bolts out from underneath, and they are a pain in the butt if you don't already have the bumper off. That being said, it's still not that bad. That part is the only real kind of tricky part to get to. Other than that, it should take you maybe an hour and a half, like they said, to do on the instructions. It's really not that bad of an install. Anyone can do it. If it's your first time doing a mod on a car, maybe get a friend to help you out. But truthfully, if you have the guide from PRL or just any YouTube video that you can watch, it's super simple. The next big thing everyone is concerned about, they always ask about the question, is will it hydrolock? I'm not going to tell you it won't, but I'm going to tell you the likelihood of it happening are basically none. I've driven through a hurricane while it was pouring down rain. I live in northern Alabama where it floods constantly. I'm in East Texas currently where it rains even more than North Alabama. It puddles. I have not had a single issue with it. It's kind of like a straw. As long as the filter is not completely in the water, it's not going to suck anything up. I do have a hydro sock on mine, or a hydro filter, whatever it's called, from Engine. They make one that fits completely fine, completely perfectly, and it kind of helps from like any water getting splashed up into it. I've had zero issues whatsoever. If you're worried about that, unless you're driving into a lake, you're not going to hydrolock it. There have been reports of people who have hydrolocked it, but they also didn't have the fender liner, the splash guard, and they're just driving through a huge puddle. Here are some driving clips. I really hope the camera can pick it up because it sounds so good. Let's go down to the third. Give a little bit more gas. When we come back the other way, I'll roll the window down so we can hear a little bit better. This is with the windows down. one thing I forgot to mention when I was driving a second ago was if you have your rev hang turned on, if you're tuned, or if your stock tune and the rev hang is on just by default, you'll get more of a whoosh noise. I don't know why. Could be because when rev hang is turned off, your throttle closes all the way, but it will whoosh louder. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I will be doing more reviews over the PRL as I have the catted downpipe and the intercooler. So if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content, subscribe. Bye-bye.